To create an assembly, what we need to do is we need to go to New, Standard IAM, which stands for Assembly, and open the file. The purpose of an assembly is to take part files that are created in Inventor and put them together to create a model. Now the first thing we got to do is we got to place all the parts that we're bringing together, and we're going to be working with the two Lego pieces that were created in the Z drive. So you're going to bring in Lego 1, click on it, and open it. Now each time that you click, you actually are placing a piece. So we're going to bring in 3 of those pieces. Once you bring those in, you want to right click, hit done. Next we're going to bring in Lego 2. So we're going to go place, bring in the second Lego piece, open it, and we're going to bring in 2 of those. And when you're done, right click and hit done. Now, after you bring in your pieces, the idea is to constrain them so that they do not move. The very first piece that you bring in is a piece that will not move right off from the very beginning. But if you notice, the other pieces are free to move in any direction right now. So to lock these pieces in place, we're going to hit the constraint button. And there's 2 types of constraints. There's a mate constraint, which puts 2 surfaces together, and a flush constraint, which lines 2 surfaces on top of each other like 2 tabletops. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put these 2 sides next to each other in a flush constraint, and I do that by clicking one side and then the other, and then hit apply. That will now lock these 2 surfaces together. Now if I want to line up the 2 end pieces, this end and the top end, so that these 2 blocks are lying on top of each other, I will then hit the flush constraint again and click this surface. Then click the 2 surfaces, this surface and the other surface, and then that will now align these 2 surfaces up. And then again, make sure you hit apply. Now to line the 2 blocks on top of each other, I need to raise it up so I can see. I'm going to go back to a constraint, and since they're going to be on top of each other, this is a mate. So I'm going to click the top of this. I then have to go over to my view cube, flip it so that I can see the bottom, click on the bottom edge, and then hit apply. And if we go back to our home view, you have now seen how to lock a cube or a Lego on top of another Lego.